You're joining us at, I don't know if this is phase 3 of something, or the end of phase 1 and starting phase 2, but we've done the show a couple of times now, and this was always the target for the show, was to come here and do this, and it's fantastic to see so many of you joining us. The show itself is in 2 parts, like every good event. It's got 2 halves. Up Your Street will take place in most of the second half of the show. And Up Your Street really came out just before Christmas. We were intending, as our core band, Work in Progress, to make a CD before Tim went away to college. And we decided we were going to do some songs about people, and we were going to call it People Watching. And then I happened to see Sting on telly talking about his next big project, which he's doing, which is called When the Last Ship Sails. I've said it before, I'll advertise that so that he can advertise mine later. And basically he sat like this on a stage with some musicians behind him and the slides, and he talked about his hometown in Newcastle and the shipbuilders. And I thought, what a great idea, we could do that. So here we are doing it. But there's another story in here as well, which is actually the story of a songwriter, which goes way back. I think we're going to start back somewhere about 1997. So the first half will give you a little bit of insight into the songwriter and where things have come from all that way back, moving through to Up Your Street. So I hope you get a bit of a picture of that as well. And we're going to start, as most songwriters, or a lot of songwriters I guess, is you start writing for your friends. Is he gone already? Oh no, you're still there, just can't see his eyes. I thought you can't sleep. As most songwriters do, you start writing just to amuse your friends and to have a bit of fun and everything else. And this song is called Ancillary. It's a bit of an old-fashioned word, but it comes from when I first started teaching. We used to have ancillaries in the classroom. Now they're called TAs or LSAs or whatever, which I gather is yes, we have 1 or 2. Tonight. I've been reliably informed by Lou that actually it stands for lowest salary available. This one is called ancillary. The reason I like ancillary is because if you look it up in a dictionary, an ancillary is a subservient handmaiden. And I always fancy the idea of having a subservient handmaiden to hand. I was explaining this to a colleague of mine in school not so long ago, and I got halfway through this and realised that there was a lady of the ancillary persuasion standing next to her, and I didn't know her very well, and I wasn't very sure how it was going to go down. So I got halfway through this story, and then I thought, oh no, what's she going to say? And I got to the end of it, and she said, I fancy being one of those. And then about half an hour later in the staff room at lunchtime, she's sitting there going, I wonder what I'd wear. It all got very interesting. But this is the ancillary song, and it goes like this. I know a very important job, so hearken now unto me. It's the only job in the world to do, to be an ancillary. They work all day to dispel the gloom, these angels of the classroom. If it's covered in paint and it moves, you see, it'll be an ancillary. Hooray, it'll be an ancillary. Little refrain there, you can join in with it. In the playground cold, there is none so bold, where the weather be fine or fierce. Through the ether clear, any time of year, the ancillary's voice will pierce. Tasha, don't do that, release that cat, now you know you shouldn't be in here. If it's ringing a bell, better run like it'll be an ancillary. Hooray, it'll be an ancillary. In the classroom here, they will show no fear in the face of adversity. They can mount a display in 1,000 ways whilst making a cup of tea. With staple gun till the job is done, they will work with wild tenacity. If it's up a ladder with a 6-foot adder, it'll be an ancillary. Hooray, it'll be an ancillary. Now essential kit for that long haul trip, be it London or famed Skeggy. Along with your ticket and your old sick bucket, you should take an ancillary. They'll traverse the bus with a minimal fuss, while the children share with them their tea. If it's covered in sick and it's moving quick, it'll be an ancillary. Hooray, it'll be an ancillary. So teachers or class large or small, come now and join with me. Sing your praise, give great accolade to the humble ancillary. With noble heart they will do their part for Morgan and for country. Come, let them see, raise a glass with me to your faithful ancillary. Hooray to your faithful ancillary. I'm going to ask Tim to come down and help me with this next one, because this one, it just purely comes from a rhythm. It's a very, very simple rhythm. Let's demonstrate the. Okay, so it just simply goes like that. You can try this, or you can tap on your inside too. Or make up your own.
That's it, guys, go out.
And part two. Right, okay, how many have we got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good. Well, Debbie like one. It's a nice, easy one. That's all right.
Are we bringing them up?
Now, oh yeah, that's cool. Let's bring them up. Let's see back. I used to have lots of friends. There's a chorus to this one as well, which goes, "Dum monkey up a tree. If your puzzle gets broke, come a running to me. Dum monkey up a tree. If your puzzle gets broke, come a running to me."
Hey, anyone? I'm blind. Come on, Susan. Tim? Tim? Tim?
Anything you can. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Monkey up a tree sees all of your life, all your joys and your treasures and your troubles and strife. Monkey up a tree sees all of your life, all your joy and your treasures and your trouble and strife. Diddle-dum, monkey up a tree. If your puzzle gets broke, come a running to me. Diddle-dum, monkey up a tree. If your puzzle gets broke, come a running to me. Monkey up a tree says, how do you do? Gotta keep on going, keep a struggling through. Monkey up a tree says, how do you do? Gotta keep on going, keep a struggling through. Diddle-dum, monkey up a tree. If your puzzle gets broke, come a running to me. Diddle-dum, monkey up a tree. If your puzzle gets broke, come a running to me. I asked the monkey and the monkey told me, gotta fit your puzzle in the family tree. I asked the monkey and the monkey told me, gotta fit your puzzle in the family tree. Diddle-dum, monkey up a tree. If your puzzle gets broke, come a running to me. Diddle-dum, monkey up a tree. If your puzzle gets broke, come on. Let's go last time. Diddle-dum, monkey up a tree. If your puzzle gets broke, come a running to me. Thank you very much. Yeah, all the people I've just picked on. Did you get your reply to your heckling request, Mr. Gask? Because I did reply to it. I said we lost your reference. Some songs you can write in 20 minutes. Some songs take a little bit longer. This one took about 4 years to write. It's about a fella that some of you will know, called Josh. Josh is our firstborn, as he keeps reminding us. So, I'm always lost everything. Well, you were the firstborn, Josh. And he was born with Down syndrome 22 and a half, 23 years ago. A long time. And it was an interesting time, and a time of not knowing quite what was coming next. So it took a long time to finish the song, but I'll sing it for you now. And here we go. Didn't know I'd planned so much for you. I'd already got you going to school. I never meant to think beyond today. My subconscious broke the rules. In the cold light of day, my plans, they fade away. Looking down, I see a different page. All that's on it is up to you. Mum cried as she held you in her arms. The nurse's kindness brought us time to share. We doubt our fitness to give you the best in life. The unknown future our hearts would scare. And then the moment I knew my heart belonged to you. Doctor's faces, your heartbeat filled the room. That very doubt sealed my love for you. Holes in a heart so tiny, an operation on a body so small. The medication and waiting a daily task, assuring doctors mean nothing at all. Then in the light of the scan, was this God sent this change of plan? The smiling doctor as pleased as mum and dad, his skills not needed for this little man. Watched you growing each step a triumphant race. You brought us more than we could ever have planned. And when you read, see the joy shine in your face. You melt my heart when you kiss my hand. And a big brother so tall, with confidence you tackle it all. With a word for all who have ears to hear. Whatever the race, run it with your all. Whatever the race, run it with your all. So that's number one son. Number three son's going to make an appearance in a minute. Writing songs, bedtime, singing songs. So Tim was yay big. We used to sit and sing songs together, and this is one of our favourites that we used to do, along with the one from the Spicy Camels about spit on you and spit on me, which used to go down quite well, I seem to remember as well. I spit on you! I broke it. This is about our favourite bird, which is a heron. I used to drive to work down through Wistow every day, and every now and again you'd see the heron sitting there. And every now and again, I think a couple of months ago, I texted Tim, and I'd been somewhere and I'd seen 5 herons. So I just said to him, 5 heron day! So there you go. Tim. Excuse us a minute. In Leicestershire there is a place between Saddington and the Chief of Glens,
where the weary traveller he may spy one of the noblest birds in the world to fly. Though there's many that pass who miss his poise, 'tween speeding wheel and engine noise, but the heron stands and views them all. He heeds not this world's harsh clarion call. Not for him this world's frenetic pace, there's no lust or greed written on his face, for sufficient of his needs today is all he takes from the world away. For the curse of man is not his fate, to live in fear of being late. For as kingdoms come and rulers fall, proud heron stands and views them all.
You're into the first lesson. So as you see, the songs grow and develop. And what's really, really nice is then when you do songs and you find that other people are prepared to come and play them with you. What's more, they enjoy playing them with you. It's quite a surprise. So I'm going to ask a work in progress to come and join me now. And you can see the next stage of the development of the songwriter and what happens. Tim's just whispered, "Don't forget the gaff board."
Are you going to lose?
Yeah, those of you that were at the evening in May will know that we run a system to relieve stress in the band, which is that we have a gaff board. And if you make a mistake, it's fine. It just goes on the gaff board, and the number of mistakes on the gaff board buy the drinks at the end of the evening. I won last time. I even wanted not putting my glasses on was the key one, so I printed everything really big this time. I'll still make mistakes. And it's around. Took his girl, took her in his arms, took his girl now, stayed her with his charm. Said, won't you come on, be the one, let me keep you from harm. She said, why took you so long, where have you been? What took you so long before you came in? Thought I'd be drawing my pension, so wait till we found before you came around. Solo, JJ. Written for Joe's wedding, that one. Next one, obligatory love song, simply called It's You I Love. It's hot up here. I remember when you said I love you. Not a hint in your voice that it wasn't. Play the right chord. I remember how it felt, like a traveller coming home. Best of all, the feeling knowing you're not alone. You held me in your arms, whispered to my fears. You taught me how the things I heard got twisted in my ears. You caught me when I beat myself, told it to me plain. Said that we're together now. Then you called my name and said, it's you I love. It's you I'm fighting for. Rest your head upon my shoulder. It's you I love. It's you I'm fighting for. We're together now. I'm all you need. It's you I love. I remember when you said I love you. Not a hint in your voice that it wasn't true. I remember how it felt, like a traveller coming home. Best of all, the feeling knowing you're not alone. You held me in your arms, whispered to my fears. You taught me how the things I heard got twisted in my ears. You caught me when I beat myself, told it to me plain. Said that we're together now. Then you called my name and said, it's you I love. It's you I'm fighting for. Rest your head upon my shoulder. It's you I love. It's you I'm fighting for. We're together now. I'm all you need. It's you I love. You came to me and you spoke into my darkness with your light. You set me free with your pure simplicity. Complicated became clear like a butter with a knife. Now I've come home and here I'll stay. Just to hear you say, it's you I love. It's you I'm fighting for. Rest your head upon my shoulder. It's you I love. It's you I'm fighting for. We're together now. I'm all you need. It's you I love. Thank you very much. And now the first whisper of things to come in terms of the Up Your Street. where the songs are all about painting people and drawing pictures. And this one is a picture. There you go. Brain stopped working. It's fine. Be all right. It's called Entranced. You imagine a smoky dance room. Sultry blonde on the other side. It's not about that at all. The room, the smoky haze. She frees her hair beneath your gaze. Across your room, her beauty calls. Your destiny to dance the floor. She comes towards you like a lioness. Your life no less in her embrace. Her eyes they flicker in the pale moonlight. The hunter's sight. Entwined you dance to the floor, to and fro forevermore. In time she fills your memory, until her music's all you see. 2, 3, dance, bass solo. You see, she draws you in as she did me so long ago. You have this fool by what you'll never see. She rolls your knee within her soul, and so you dance your melody. Her helpless praise to movie, 'cause now all hope for you is gone. Your body's to become as one. Like a lioness, your life no less in her embrace. The dance is ended, though you will it's on. Her presence gone before your face. Mr. Ali Beckett on bass, ladies and gentlemen. How often do you get that A bass solo? It's only because he said he'd leave if we wouldn't do it. Now, to be fair, my band are all under transfer arrangements. They're allowed to go to any other band except Tim Kay's. Because he's nicked more musicians off me over the years. But we're still friends. It's okay. Well, not true that we're still friends. Oh, shucks. I can't remember how many years ago now. I think it was 3 or 4 years ago. A young lady from the village by the name of Sarah Blood, who some of you will know, who's an artist and now working as a professor in America. Ooh, I know people, see? They don't know me, but I know them. And she went out to Nepal to work in an orphanage for some girls who'd been trafficked for the circus in China, and she went to help them do pottery and make pots and be able to make jewellery for them to sell. So we put on a little event and we raised some money for her to help her on her way, and this song was written for that occasion. It seems really fitting at the moment in terms of what the song says and the way that the world is and the number of people that are in similar situations to sing it again, because it starts with, "It's a hell of a journey from your world to mine. Determined to get there just to give you some time." Sounds like church, doesn't it? Reading that first line before we start. It's very rare. We've got Anglicans on the front row. What's happening? It's a hell of a journey from your world to mine. Determined to get there, to give you some time, to know what to bring you, to know what to say. Just tired of looking the other way. There's things that you show me I don't wanna see. There's things that you tell me don't wanna believe. You're bruised and you're broken, you're tired and worn, collateral damage in someone's war. You're bruised and you're broken, you're tired and worn, collateral damage in someone's war. But in your eyes, your spirit moves me. Your heart removes me from this place and looks away. Beyond the future, robbed before your very eyes, just longing for the break of dawn on a brand new day. Few bits of stone and pieces of glass were built for a future, cut loose from the past. When they call you to auction, you won't have to stay, 'cause you'll be looking the other way. When they call you to auction, you won't have to stay, 'cause you'll be looking the other way. Thank you very much. Mr. Tim Stokes on drums. Or as I call him, Tim. He hates that. I did that to him in a workshop. I've never called him Tim before. I said to all the children, this is Tim. Or as I call him, Tim. And they called him Tim all afternoon. Better get your own back somehow, haven't you? This is the last song of this set, and then I'll allow you to go for a drink and whatever else you want to do. But you must come back. I'm not quite sure how this one's going to go. This could be a gaff board song, but we'll give it a run. It's the protest song "Grown Up." Okay. And for those of you in the education profession, this is the one when I left teaching. You can say what you want to, I ain't gonna worry for sure. You can think what you want to, ain't gonna break my bones no more. You can stand, shout about it, wave your arms, roll your eyes, rant about it. Give it all that you've got, I don't doubt it, but you don't own me no more. I said, you can stand, shout about it, wave your arms, roll your eyes, rant about it. Give it all that you've got, I don't doubt it, but you don't own me no more. You had it your way, told you, day after day, time to turn it my way. I'm gonna have my say. shout about it. Wave your arms, roll your eyes, rant about it. Give it all that you've got, I don't doubt it, but you don't know me no more. Please don't shed a tear, go on, leave me here. Didn't have to do it, but I gave all I got just for you. Had it your way, day after day. Time to turn it my way. I'm gonna have my say. Oh, you had it your way, day after day. Time to turn it my way. I'm gonna have my say. You can say what you want to, I ain't gonna worry no more. You can think what you want to, ain't gonna break my bones no more. I said you can stand, shout about it. Wave your arms, roll your eyes, rant about it. Give it all that you've got, I don't doubt it, but you don't own me no more. Well, you can stand, shout about it. Wave your arms, roll your eyes, rant about it. Give it all that you got, I don't doubt it, but you don't own me no more. Please don't shed a tear, go on, leave me here. Didn't have to do it, but I gave all I got just for you.